Assalamu alaikum guys. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, whatever the time in your side. This is me, partner, this one, Pakistan, Karachi. From the thoughts platform, as you know, the 7 day action impact for the peace conferences going on. So, we are talking about the peace and its importance. So, if you want to So we are waiting for our guests. Soon they will be connect to us. Then we will start our conversation about the simple actions. So I'm just coordinating and I'm waiting. Jackson inshallah will join from the Bhutan. Ali Raza Panjwani will be join us on 8 p.m. And then other more speaker will soon join us. So 7. So I'm just what oh my goodness. We are just as you know simple action impact 7 day conference is going on. Nobody else. I am going to share wonderful. So Janab, something is happening. कहाँ गए जी जी। अरे यार, so now some the network issue from my dad's side, so that's why he's trying to join us. So you are watching, you are Abdul Razak is watching. Assalamu alaikum जी, वालेकुम अस्सलाम. I am fine. मेरी आवाज़ नहीं आ रही. हाय, आवाज़ नहीं आ रही. Why it is? So now it is better. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. How are you? Can you hear me? So please let me check. Now the I hopefully the voice is clear. Let me check. Actually, the same time with the coordinate with the people and be live, it's a little bit difficult. Now it is better. Let me link is not opening. The link is not opening. Oh my goodness. So let me send it again. Do it again. Okay. जैक्सन ने हमें ज्वाइन किया है, बट जैक्सन आई थिंक सो डिवाइस नॉट कनेक्टेड. Jackson, they will. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Hello.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yes, now I'm here. Thank you so much, Jackson, to
So,
join.
how many people are joining today? How many people?
I think so. Okay, 4, 5 people will join us.
Okay.
Yes,
When is going to start?
it's start now. We are live.
Oh, okay, Sophie. Uh, Only
Yeah.
me?
Right now, only
Okay.
you. I am coordinating with the other people. Soon they will connect with us.
Yeah,
One guest
just
is
give me 2 minutes, 2 minutes, okay? I'll just go and come.
okay. Okay. So this is Jackson come from the Bhutan. I'm very thankful to Jackson. And inshallah we will discuss about. He's also the very amazing people and he is doing work about the environment. I don't know the why is this. Let me check again. Now it is better. Hello. Hello. Yes. How can we join? Abdul Razak is saying, how can we join? Okay. I am just sharing the link in the comment. Then you can join. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm little bit sick, that's why.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much, Jackson. So there's so many people are watching now, right now. So please kindly introduce yourself and
Okay, so
tell us
yeah,
about
very
your
good
small
evening to
action about.
everyone. Yeah, I'm Jackson Tupua from Bhutan. Bhutan is a small country in Asia. It's a neighboring country of India, and Bhutan is a very unique country, and we have a very unique culture and traditions. I'm basically a civil engineer, but now more of a social worker because I'm on a mission to create a better world. So I'm very busy, almost 24 hours, trying to connect with people from all over the world so that we can unite the people from all over the world to create a better world. So this pretty much about me myself.
That's great. So tell us about your actions about the as you told that you are the social worker and you are doing the different activities to make this world better place for everyone. So can you tell us about your activities regarding to the environment and the peace?
Yeah, so uh, I think it's very important to do something about the climate change because we are facing this problem, and this problem is something that we can only like win or lose together. Okay, so yeah, we have to unite the people of the world, and this is one of the most important thing that we are trying to address. And another thing is we are trying to address food security. Okay, so the idea is very simple. The people of the world, they must have enough food to eat. Okay, so now there are so many people all over the world who are suffering, and who don't have enough food to eat. So we are building our farming network, trying to unite farmers from all over the world. And very soon, I am thinking to unite at least 1 million farmers from all over the world. Okay, so that we can create something, a bigger network, so that we can teach people, especially the young people, how to grow their own food, and we will build that expertise. Okay, so yeah, we are building this network, and yeah, we would like to take up large scale organic farming. Okay, and I have some very brilliant idea. We would like to establish some kind of a GVC community center everywhere in the world, so that people who have problems, they can come to the center, they can work there, they can develop their skills, and they can do the farming. So this kind of plans, the big plans we have so far, and definitely one of the most important thing that we have to solve, our address is how to bring about sustainable peace in this world, because many people are suffering all over the world, and yeah, they don't have peace, they don't have a good life, and these are all because of the economic problems, social problems, and the political problems. So all these factors, they contribute to to this people not being able to enjoy the peace. So we have to come up with a very holistic approach, and that's what GBC is, like trying to offer to the world.
That's amazing and wonderful that you are try to providing the food on those people who don't have the enough food for eat, and your idea is that we will be establish the community centers in the different areas. Then the people can learn about the organic food and how they can grow, and that's amazing. So if suppose okay, I want to be do this, okay, so how you will be support me, okay, which the basic
Okay,
thing.
so you are from uh,
Pakistan.
Pakistan, and I don't know which part of Pakistan you are from. So you know very well about Pakistan. So yeah, we this is something we cannot do as an individual. Okay, so we need to do it together. So we need to come up with more like-minded people like you. Okay, so that together you can build a community. Okay, so you can try to find people like you, and together. Okay, so we can do this project. So first, the most important thing is to identify, a good part of, I mean, the area where we can do this, or build up this community center. So this is what the most important thing. Okay, so we need to have land, and then we can take up like government land, and if government land is not there, so maybe we can take land from the private people on lease or something like that.
Amazing. Abdul Razak is watching us, and he want to join us. So I am sharing the link in the comment box, or it is showing on the screen. You can use this link so you can be join us. Thanks. So Zabardast. Same thing what you are sharing, I am trying to do in my community in the small level, but alhamdulillah, it is. I'm just trying to show. Fine, that's great. Somebody's Jackson. You can take over the this show for a while, so I communicate with a different guests. So I can be off the screen. So you continue now. This is your time. You can continue whatever you want to be share about the sustainable development, the peace and environment. So you can.
Yeah, so uh, what I think is the most important thing right now we need to do is, I think, we have to address the issue of food security. Okay, so that's why now we are, as I said before, we are trying to build our farming network all over the world. And the idea is very simple. So we are uniting the farmers all over the world, and we will create a platform to share knowledge, ideas, and experience. Okay, so even in my country, Bhutan. So now we are in the process of, building our network all over Bhutan. So Bhutan has 20 districts. We are building our network and team in every district of Bhutan, and it has been known that people in the different parts of Bhutan now they are like very much into organic farming, and they are so much interested to this farming. But then the greatest problem again is they are having problem of marketing their products. So now we are discussing how we can come up with a very efficient system so that we can help those farmers to sell their products all over Bhutan. Okay, and for some products, if it is possible, so we would like to, even find market opportunities in other countries in the world. So that's what we are doing. Okay, and coming to addressing the climate change. So this is a very very serious issue, and everyone from every corner of the world, we must come together and take up this, responsibility to, you know make our earth more safe and green for everyone. So now we are building our team again, to tackle this climate action all over the world. And very recently I have announced on my Facebook wall that we are going to form global committees, okay? Global committees for climate action, food security, and the trade and economy committee, okay? So my idea is to form this committee for Asia now, okay? So for South America, Central America, the Caribbeans, and Africa, because these geographical areas, they need more, they need to take action on a very urgent basis. So we are now, building our team and committees. Okay, so my idea is that in the next 5 years, 5 to 6 years. So I want to make sure that every country in the world maintains a green cover of at least 30%. And fortunately for Bhutan, we have more than 70% of our land as a forest or green cover. So that makes us the only carbon negative country in the world. So yeah, our country is really doing good, and yeah, our leaders, they thought about, taking care of environment and addressing this sustainability issues a long time back, okay, so many decades ago. So that's why I really feel myself to be called Buddhist. Okay, so yeah, that's all about that's all for now.
That's amazing. So you are doing working on the farming. So which type of the big challenge are you facing in this? In this,
No, yeah. So, like many other people, okay, we would like to do great things, but the funding is always a problem because, without enough funds, so you cannot do something on a very big scale. So, definitely funding is the issue, but otherwise, I don't think there is other bigger problems. Okay, so we have the land. I think even in other countries. So we are looking for, empty lands where we can do farming, and even in Africa there are lot of lands, okay, so that we can do farming, but they don't have the funds, they don't have the means to do this one, okay. So there is no enough support system. Actually, there are so many people, okay, the millions of people, they really want to do something, okay. Yeah,
you are talking about the organic farming, na? So when I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the different people, so they are saying it is not possible. The organic, for this purpose, if we are starting the organic farming, so it's not produce enough food which we required. So what do you think?
No, no, no. Is a total lie, okay? Total lie. In our country, almost everybody is doing organic farming. Why not? Even in India, which is a very big country, now many farmers are doing organic farming because I'm touched with thousands of people. Why not? Yeah, it's just the mentality of few of the people. Everything is possible in this world. Organic farming is very simple, okay. We just don't avoid using, the chemical fertilizers and all these things. So many people, they are doing natural farming. Like in India, I have so many people already, even in one state of like India, which is called Sikkim. Okay, so they're they're the first organic state in India. So now many people are doing. Why not? Yeah, just now in Bhutan itself, now so many young people, because of this COVID pandemic, they entered, like they're into the farming and they're doing. And we were always, like short of these vegetables. Now we have excess. They cannot sell it. See, that's the problem. Why not?
Okay, so what do you think if we need to include the farming in our educations, and we train the students, the young learners?
Yeah, so it is not a very big issue. It's very simple. See, last year, like after this pandemic, I also started doing small, like gardening here in my, like house, and everything is coming very, very good. Even this year, today I just plucked some, chilies from my garden, and they're very, very brilliant. They're very good. Okay, I cook for dinner today, and I didn't learn from anyone else. Okay, this is something, like I learned myself. It's nothing complicated. Okay, yeah, the only thing is you have to work hard. Okay, yeah. And because of my gardening works last year, I was suffering from diabetics, for more than 3 4 years. Okay, yeah, because of my active, like work, gardening works. Okay, so now I'm very, very healthy. Okay, and my sugar level has dropped down. And yeah, so yeah, this is very, very simple, nothing complicated. Okay, so it's very important for the young people to learn how to, like do farming, how to do cooking. Okay, so we have to teach them to be independent. Now, many people, even in the metropolitan cities, in USA and other countries, in Europe and all these things, so they're moving out of the cities. Okay, many are going back to the rural areas, and they are doing farming. They want to live a natural life. Okay, I think they are fed up. It's the city life. See, so it's not healthy. Yeah, the city life now is not healthy. So now they realize this one. Okay, and many people, many conscious people are moving out of the city and they're living in the rural areas.
Okay, that's great. So please kindly define in your मगर हाशमी आ गए, एक मिनट, हमारे वन मोर गैस करते आओ। या अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर, अपने आप को अनम्यूट कीजिए। Jackson, my another guest is here. He is also from
Okay.
Pakistan. Nazar Hashmi, he is a farmer and he is working on the environment. He is Mr. Green. Yes, sir. आप अपने आप को अनम्यूट करें, नजर हाशमी साहब। Please unmute yourself. आवाज स्पीकर को अनम्यूट करें, नजर हाशमी साहब। आप तक मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही। Jackson, can you hear me? But I don't know what's the problem with my new guest. He is not responding me. Yeah, up now. Ji sir, welcome to the Peace International Torch Conference. Nazar Hashmi from Pakistan. He is Jackson from the Bhutan. So please introduce yourself. Hello, hello.
I think there is some, like problem with the mic, something.
Yeah.
मैं जरा बताता हूँ.
नहीं नहीं आवाज आ रही जी सर
मैं
नजर
बताता
हाशिर
हूँ.
सर
These change them into past,
ओके
change it
चलें
with
ओवर टू यू
with
जैक्सन
with
प्लीज
was.
कंटिन्यू व्हेन ही विल बी
और ये taking आपने ऐसे लिखना, ऐसे लिखना.
यस
So,
जी
what do you want me to talk about?
आई एम टेलिंग यू कि व्हाट इज पीस इन योर आई
Yes, I didn't hear you properly.
peace I'm talking about the peace what is peace and what are your practices to create the peace individually or for the society
No, peace is a very, very huge topic. Okay, so I think it simply means, like peace means, to have a very, like healthy life without any disturbance of the mind and the body. Okay, so yeah, this is very simple. So many people actually they're having lot of problems in life, they're having lot of tensions, as I said, because of so many social problems, political problems, and so on. Okay, so definitely, so this is interconnected. Okay, so yeah, so in general we have to, like improve the socio-economic conditions of the people, and even the political situation, as you noted in many countries. They're really suffering because of the political situation. Okay, like just now, if you are talking about Myanmar, so they're having problems. See, in Syria and all these things. So these are all because of this, like global politics and this thing. Okay, and the, like issue of good governance. So we have to address all these things, and every person in this world deserve to live a very, very peaceful and healthy life. So we must work together to create these conditions.
amazing that is great so let me introduce my new guest Nazar Hashmi. He is also from Pakistan. Ji, welcome Nazar Hashmi Sahab. Are you listening me?
जी बच्चों. कितने किए?
I think he's busy.
Yeah, I think. Yes. Definitely, he is busy. Busy. Zabardast, so do you have any idea? Do you have any suggestion, Jackson? Ke when the we are the conflict to somebody, so how we should remove them and which type of strategies or what type of uh, how we will be remove our influx between the two people or the two communities. What do you think?
No, actually, yeah. Actually, so yeah, we are, like creating. We are giving education and creating educated people. Okay, so we really need to, deliver a very wholesome education. Okay, yeah. Education, not only about learning about, what is there in the books. Okay, like the ethical values, the idea of peace, idea of compassion, idea of love. So this we can teach our young people. Okay, not teach our young people to hate each other. So because of, the religious, reasons. Okay, yeah, now and because we have still, like even people are educated. Okay, but they are still, like they don't have this idea of peace and love, and because of, religion, there are so many, like misunderstanding happening. Okay, so we need to educate even the religious leaders. Okay, how to preach more, like to be compassionate, and to help each other, and to, like embrace humanity. Okay, so this is very, very important. and we need to actually educate, starting not from the young people, from the people, religious leaders. Okay, so for me, it's very simple. Religion is something only is a personal matter. Okay, so yeah, then it should not create any barriers. It's one's right to follow any religion. Okay, so anybody can follow any religion. It's their right. For example, I am born, like as Buddhist. Okay, but I don't mind my children following Christianity, like, yeah, Islam or any other religion. So it's their choice. So they are free to follow. I cannot dictate. Okay, so very simple. So we have to get this message across all over the world. Okay, so I cannot do it alone. That's why we are building the global network, and we are building Peace and Harmony Club as one of the special wings of GBC. Okay, so this Peace and Harmony Club actually is going to spread all this message of compassion, love, and everything. So that's our plan.
Okay, fine. That's great. It means that we need to educate the people about the. Okay, we should be open mind and we should be believe on the interfaith harmony. So we just tell them our youngster, the children, okay, what is. Uh, let them to explore the things themselves, and they take their decision their own. Am I right?
Yeah, we should not only tell them. Okay, so we should follow ourselves. Yeah. So I'm telling you, we need to educate the educated people about this, the idea of peace and love. Okay, yeah, that's what we have to do, and we also have to create a massive, awareness and sensitization. Okay, to the governments, to the world leaders, and so on. So this is very very important. Okay, yeah.
Fine. So what do you think? What do you think about the interfaith harmony? It is how much
No, no,
important.
that's what I'm talking. Okay, so yeah, we need to be friends. Okay, we need to be one people of the globe. Okay, so religion we keep aside. Religion is, yeah, should not come in between. Okay, like you and me, we can be friends. Yeah, we can help each other. So what you follow, what religion you follow, I don't care. Okay, and you should not care what religion I follow. Okay, so because we need to attend to more important things. Okay, like I said, many people don't have enough food to eat. They're very poor. They're not happy. So we have to create those conditions. Okay, and more important, now we are facing, the world is facing this greatest enemy, the climate change. So we must fight together. Okay, yeah.
Zabardast. Great. It means that okay, we should whatever we are living in any area of the world, but we should be united and to fight the against of the evil powers or the negative powers. Am I right?
Yeah, so we should everywhere, yeah, we should stay as a peaceful community, as a peaceful neighbors, okay? So we should
Yeah.
respect each other. We should respect your freedom of choice to follow any religion or thought, and you should respect me as well, okay? So it's very simple. So suppose like in your community, if there are the Muslim people, the Hindu people, or the Christianity people, okay. So you should live in harmony, okay. Whatever religion somebody follows, so it's none of your business, okay. So you have to respect the others' freedom. So this is very simple. Yeah.
That's great. So, as you know, that in February, thus um, so many 15 members will plan to visit to the Pakistan. So, what do you think? Will you ever come to Pakistan? Will you come to Pakistan?
Yes. What? Can you
And
please be little? Yeah.
slowly, I am saying that have you ever visited to Pakistan?
No, I have not visited Pakistan, okay, but definitely in the future, like yeah, we will visit. Yeah, I will visit Pakistan because Pakistan is one of our member, like countries of SARC. So yeah, we are just like one family. So definitely, and I see that yeah, the culture, everything is very brilliant, very nice, and the people, like whom I have met so far, they are very nice people, very open-minded people from Pakistan. So definitely.
Okay, you are talking about the SARS. So I think digital senator is here. So my one more guess, honorable guess, the digital senator is here. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Salam
Oh,
alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. And this is the Jackson from the Bhutan. And Jackson, he is the first digital senator of the world. So now over to you, Mr. Senator. Please kindly tell us about yourself and your work.
Please check.
Yes, sir, your voice is clear.
Okay. I hope if my video and voice is okay, then I
Yes,
can fix it here.
yes, sir, it's fixed. It's
Yeah.
fine.
And then, but if you want to go for namaz, you can. I'll take care
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, 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 yeah. Jackson uh, and the senator, digital senator. Now, please kindly continue the show. I am just back to after 15 minutes.
Okay. No problem. No problem.
Okay, sir.
So yes, may I know about the worthy guest from
Yes,
Bhutan?
Jackson. Jackson, please kindly.
yeah, yeah. Hello. Good evening. So I am Jackson Tupa from Bhutan. Okay. So I am the founder of this organization called Global Village Connection. So I'm on a mission to create a better world. So we are building our global networking team all over the world, and it's something a very like a holistic approach and format to bring about global transformation. So we are looking to create a network of at least 50 to 100 million by end of this year. So I believe that this is so far the biggest initiative in the history of the world. So I'm from Bhutan. Nice to be in touch with you.
Thank you very much. My name is Senator Miatik. I am the member of Upper House group with the name of Digital Pakistan. I'm the founder, president of Digital Pakistan. And the motive for Digital Pakistan is, as per our vision, the vision of this government is that to create awareness about the importance of digitalization and the importance of IT, especially after this COVID-19. So we are myself, and my team the women empowerment. That's what we are working for. And up till now, we have created that atmosphere in which I managed the first digital parliamentarian session, the Senate session, in which out of 98, 37 senators were present. And this is the first ever in the history of Pakistan that Senate of Pakistan meet on the Zoom meeting. And second is, I have started the first digital senator show in which we call the people from our parliaments, National Assembly and Senate, and we discuss with them about their life, about the importance of digitalization in Pakistan. And then our one goal is also this, that we should create the awareness of meet with each other, to transform themselves at a level where they can be the part of this world mission, which is that peace for all over the world. So that is also the reason that me myself, I would love to join hands with all the organization who are working for the peace all over the world or globally. So this is a small introduction about mine. And now I would like to invite
Yeah, I think there is still some network issues.
maybe.
Yeah,
जी हाँ जी.
it's very good
सर
initiative
एक
that
एक लाइव
you
इंटरनेशनल
have
शो में वो
taken.
5 मिनट का
So
कॉल था, 15 मिनट का. Yes,
yeah,
yes, please move on.
I heard about this digital Pakistan initiative long time back. Okay, yeah, you must be knowing. I forgot his name. The founder of this SDG Academy in Pakistan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, last time I participated as one of the panel speakers.
Yes, he is Mr. Amar Jafri. Originally,
Yeah,
they were
Amar,
working
Amar.
for e-governance and e-Pakistan. Now they switch
Yeah,
over to this digital Pakistan. He's a good friend of mine.
okay.
But that is a different
Yeah,
organization. Our organization is the only non-profit organization registered in Pakistan with Digital Pakistan Network.
okay. So yeah, it's very, very important initiative that you have taken, and let me, render some of my thoughts or suggestion. Okay, so yeah, uh, we need to now focus to reach out to every person. I mean, like all over the world. And for example, in Pakistan, okay, so people at the rural areas, how to reach out to those people, okay, because to create all these advocacies and development programs, one cannot travel to all parts of Pakistan, okay, so we need to digitally connect them, okay, so this should be your main focus, okay, in the cities and this thing. So we have enough options. We are connected very well, but the problem, is how do we connect to the people? Okay, yeah, in the remotest area. So this should be your this point should not be forgotten. So I think we are having some problem. Uh, we are having some internet issues. So I don't know if I am audible or not. But so let me again explain what GBC is all about. Uh, so GBC is a global organization. So with the mission to create a better world. So we have six broad objectives, and one of the six broad objectives is to maintain and nurture a green and healthy Mother Earth. So in 2000 uh, in the year 2019 on June 2nd, we organized trees plantation programs in 11 countries, and in just one day we could plant about 8,000 trees all over the world. So in the year 2000 and 2021, this year, we couldn't do anything because of this global pandemic, okay? But yeah, now we are really moving ahead to build our global team and structure so that we can actually address this issue of climate change. And we would also like to see and ensure that governments in every country implement and do something about this managing waste, because this waste are creating a lot of problems, and now we have uncontrolled human activities. Okay, so we just throw away the plastics and it's polluting our rivers and the water sources. So we really need to do something on the like managing the waste. So this is very, very important, and we are going to present to the world something called smart waste management system. So this is going to solve at least 50 to 60% of the world's global problems. Okay, so then when we can efficiently manage the waste, then we will have a like clean and healthy Mother Earth.
Yes, thank you so much. बट सैनिटर साहब आपकी ऑडियो नजर नहीं आ रही, वीडियो नजर नहीं आ रही. हेलो. Kindly join me. So welcome back.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much, Jackson, to continue without my absence. Definitely, you will be introduced. I don't
Yeah,
know my
so there
voice.
seems to be problem today. What's
Sorry,
the problem? What is the problem from your side?
है ना? There is some. My voice is echo.
Yeah, now I can hear you very well.
You can hear me very well. Okay, fine. So please continue.
So yeah, now I think there are already millions of people who are really doing some things, some great things for the people of the world. Okay, yeah, so many thousands of organizations. I always say that, and the most important thing right now is to unite the people. Okay, unite the people of the world and create something very 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 huge. And that's why I also created a collaborative platform called Better World Alliance. Okay, so that any individuals and organization come to that platform. Okay, and together we can solve all the problems of the world, and we can build a very strong network all over the world, so that we can together bring about sustainable peace all over the world. So this what we are doing right now, and I've been working so hard for the last 2 years to build this present network, and now we are reaching out to so many people from all over the world.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You are doing the great job. So inshallah, but we need to be connect the more people. Definitely.
Yeah, so even your country needs to work very hard. Okay, so this we can bring about the global peace and global changes. Okay, only if the people of the world unite together. So this is very very important, and I've been always telling that we cannot get any government of the day to solve all the problems of the society. So the people must come together. Okay, of course the government will do their own thing, but the people must come together, and we must take the lead role to solve all the problems of the society. Okay, so this is very very important.
Definitely. It means that everybody should take their part responsible as a responsible citizen.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, do you think in the many countries there is a lack of water? So, your organization or yourself, you are working on it. कि how to save the water, rainwater, how we can utilize the rainwater.
Yeah, so water resources are drying up. That's what's happening. Okay, that's all because of our human action, and we have not taken enough steps to take care of all these water resources. Okay, yeah. So now people in the world, people and governments in various parts of the world are realizing, and I can see more efforts from the people. Okay, there are so many NGOs working how to preserve and conserve these water resources. Okay, and even when it comes to rainwater harvesting, so there are so many people in the rural areas as well, so they are doing a lot of work. So this is a very good thing. Okay, yeah, but again, so the uh, governments must help the people. Okay, and when it comes to poorer countries where economy is not good and where there are no financial resources, so the rich countries, okay, the rich countries must help the poorer countries even to combat this climate change. Okay, so the poor countries, they don't have the resources. Okay, but they have the intention to do something, yeah, for the world. Okay, for the earth, but that's why uh, they don't have the required funds. So this is where how to. This is a challenge actually, how to get this kind of mass funds. Okay, so we have to deliver. We have to discuss on that, and as a united force, we have to reach out to the international funding agencies and to the rich countries like Norway, countries in the Scandinavian, areas. So they can actually, help. other countries, to combat this climate change and to improve the lives of the people. So it seems there is some network issues today. Okay, so I think we should call off the meeting. We can do it in another time. Okay, we can plan it better. Yeah.
Okay, okay. वैसे thank you so much to participate in this event, and 1 hour has been spent 7 to 8, so we just need the 1 hour, 1 hour left. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Jackson.
1 hour program is good enough.
Sorry.
Yeah, more than 1 hour, the listeners will get bored. Okay, so yeah, you should always try to plan something, in just 1 hour. Okay, 30 minutes to 1 hour. So that's the best, yeah, duration.
Yeah, actually, what is happening? The CEO of the Torch, the Lynn Chitik, is her daughter is in hospital, so that's why this event is little bit facing the difficulties. Otherwise, we after the 30 minutes we are changing the speaker, and after 30 minutes, then another new speaker, then new speaker, then new speaker. So the broadcast is continue, but the speaker and the host is changed. So that's why the audience will not get bored. Everybody share their experience and knowledge, the different stories. So it the feedback from the audience is good. They are waiting, but because the link check is, and my phone have also have some problems, so I'm not coordinating with the people properly, so it's happening. But
Yeah, doesn't
thank
matter. So we can organize another meeting. So there are already possibilities. So yeah, I think today we are having a little bit network issues.
Mhm. Yeah, okay, so thank you so much. We are going to यहाँ पर मैंने अपने different I share the link in the different groups in the Torch family or peace group or other, but I don't know the why. 8 o'clock for my another guest, Ali Raza Panjwani. He is amazing. I'm just I'm just coordinating with him if he will come. So it's okay. Otherwise, I will be and the and the and the broadcast. So you just take over the show for a while. Can you?
So you want me to continue?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So let me share what is happening right now in Bhutan. Okay, so about the COVID situation. So it has been now more than 1 year that people are really suffering because of this pandemic. Okay, and right now where I stay in Thimphu, we are not under lockdown, but some parts of Bhutan in the southern areas, they are under lockdown. Okay, so the commercial, city, Phuntsholing is now, under lockdown for almost 3 months, and people are really suffering. And despite the fact that our governments and the people of Bhutan are trying so hard to, fight this COVID-19, unfortunately, we see every day many new cases. Okay, despite the lockdown. So this is one unfortunate thing. And for Bhutan, we already had a massive, vaccination program, the first round, okay? And now Bhutan has already, got enough vaccines to, undertake the second dose. So we are waiting very soon. The second, dose vaccination program is going to start. So that is the situation so far here. And as I said before, and because of this global pandemic, many people have lost jobs, and tourism sectors and have the tourism sector has suffered a lot. And yeah, so many people like became jobless, and they have no means to earn. So many of them, fortunately, took up farming, and now they are doing very well in farming. So as I said, now at this time of the year, so this is the time to harvest many of the fruits and vegetables in Bhutan. So we have the abundance of vegetables, and indeed it's reported that many people in the different part of Bhutan, I mean the farmers, so they are not able to sell their products. See, so it's very important to engage more people in the farming. So addressing the food security is very, very important. Okay, so everybody needs to eat good food so that we can stay healthy, and we can continue our life journey. Okay, so this is very important, and now many people all over the world, so they are indeed becoming more conscious of what's happening and the challenges that we are facing, I mean facing right now. So I am now connected with so many countries in different parts of the world, and in Africa, I can see that so many young people, they are very well educated, and they are really very much into farming. They are so much passionate into farming. So uh, we really need to come out with the help system, okay, to help those people, help those young people to undertake farming, and many of them, yeah, they don't have access to the required funds, and they need to buy the equipments and all these things. So they lack all these things, so we need to come up with a system to help those people, and this is very important. That's how we can create abundance and solve the major problems of the world. And today I even saw that in a country in Africa called Kenya. So many people today, were they are undertaking some training on syntropic farming. Basically, they're trying to develop some kind of agroforestry. Okay, so you might have also heard what is known as permaculture. Okay, so these are the new ways, new approach, new methods of farming to create a sustainable world. So unfortunately, so this part of the world, so this kind of concepts are not there much right now. So we really need to spread this concept and spread this different ideas of farming. And as I said, many people now are into going to organic farming and natural farming. So
Thank you so
nice
much,
to see you
Jackson.
back.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm welcome to my another guest speaker, Karpal Singh from US. And thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
He is my Jackson. He is the Karpal. Please kindly introduce. Then my guest also know about you.
Thank you. My name is Dr. Kirpal Singh. I'm in Daytona Beach, Florida, USA. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah,
Are
we can
you
hear you.
okay?
Yes.
So I live in Florida, USA, and it's nice to be with all of you. I'm a retired psychiatrist. Thank you.
That's
Okay.
that's amazing, sir. So, as you know, the peace conference is going on, and we all are hearing about small action about how we can make this world beautiful place. So, what do you think, and what is your experience, and what is your contribution to make this world beautiful place for everyone?
That's a very good question. I think the most important thing for all of us is to be able to really have a dialogue, that dialogue which brings us closer to each other. You know, we are created from the one source. We can name it in anyone, call it Allah, call it God, call it Waheguru, call it whatever you name. It's the same source we come from, same source we go back. And when we say, our intent in life is to be love God and the only way we can really do that is loving the creation. And the uh, most important part of the creation is the human beings themselves. And of course, in living in harmony with all the other elements, all the animals and plants and all that. So when we open a dialogue with each other, we not only really worshiping our creator, but we are really in actuality doing something. And our actions speak louder than the words. We can talk all kinds of things, but unless we do something, change cannot take place. And it all begins from one's own self and within one's own family and within one's own neighborhood, within one's own city, and onwards. So we have to do something. And sharing a piece of bread, meal with your neighbor, or a cup of tea with your neighbor and your other friends and all, making them feel we are all one, we're connected, we're there to joys and sorrows to help each other. I think that's the road to peace, in my opinion. Thank you.
Yeah,
Prabhat.
exactly. So, yeah, I agree to almost everything that you said. And earlier on, I was talking about, like how to live in harmony, okay, with your neighbors and as a community, as a society. So, this is very important. And one of the problems I said was, like all this misunderstanding are mostly created because of this religious barriers. Okay, so I am somebody who believes that religion is a personal matter. Okay, so when I talk with somebody, interact with somebody, so I always, like put aside my religion. It is nothing to come, between me and somebody. Okay, so we are human beings, we are one global citizens of the earth. So wherever we are, okay, we must respect each other and we must live in harmony. So this is the most important thing. And still, the world is struggling. We have a lot of problems all across the world, and now, like people should play the part to spread this message of love. And the leaders who have large followers, okay, who was leading this mostly, like religious organization in the world. So we must come together, okay. So I am somebody who is on a mission to create a better world. I'm in the process of creating a very huge global network, okay, very big network. We have the Peace and Harmony Club. So that's where we will discuss and promote, like, yeah, interfaith harmony and all these things. So now we are in the process of building our network all over the world. And
Mhm.
it was so nice to know that you are also a psychiatrist. So we are building this counseling network, okay? Counseling network all
Mhm.
over the world, so that we
Yes.
can help people to, yeah, handle and come, out of their problems. So this is very, very important. It is one of the special wings of GBC. So I really hope that you can also join our GBC counseling network and take some leadership role, and so that we can spread our wings to every corners of the world and help every people. Okay, so yeah,
Mhm.
this pretty much about myself and what I'm doing.
Well, thank you for the invite. I'll certainly consider that. Please send me your link. Um, the other thing is our we have to be role models. Like, for example, my role model was my own grandfather. When I was a little kid, I go out for walk holding his finger, and he'll say, a person passes by, let's say he was a Muslim gentleman, he'll say, Salam Bhai Sahab. And if he's this Hindu gentleman, he'll say, Ram Ram Bhai Sahab, you know. And when he goes, another Sardarji goes, he says, Sat Sri Akal Sardarji, how are you? And like that. And Christian, he'll say, good morning or whatever. That simply saying that with a smile will break the ice, and some of them will stop and talk for a few minutes even. And I used to ask him, we used to call Bapuji to my grandfather. I said, Bapuji, uh, do you know this person? He said, no, I don't know him. Then I asked him, why did you talk to them? He said, grandson, when I was your age, my grandfather told me that whether someone says anything or not, you should take the initiative and you should say, that whoever says first, God's face is toward that person, and the one who says after, that's the back. I want God's face always towards me, and this was a great lesson for me as a child. And whenever I went into different countries to for education or practice and all, I practiced the same way, and there was instant, friendship with people, including my own patients.
That's
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank
Mm,
you.
That's and this is the beauty that through this technology we are connecting to each other, we are sharing, and we are becoming closer and closer and closer.
Yes, yes. Yeah, as a teacher, Fatma ji, you know that how important for students when the teacher comes in the classroom and they get up and they greet each other with a smile, and the whole atmosphere becomes so loving and caring that you learn better.
Definitely.
So these are
Um,
simple things we have to do, actually practice them. The more we practice, the more automatic they become, and the more they connect us with each other.
Yeah, so we actually the world doesn't need very high tech solutions. Okay, these are the simple things which can actually like bring about all this global transformation. But somehow we human beings have missed out on these simple things. Okay, very basic things. So we have overlooked it. We have missed them. That's why we are having problems. All over the world. See. So as I said before, we really need to reach out to all the people all over the world, okay, and tell everyone that yeah, it's more important to act as a human being, okay, and
Hmm.
it doesn't matter which religion or which background you come from, okay. So we are all one, like united global citizens. So that is the kind of thing that we would like to see, and we should always, like develop that habit and culture of respecting each other. Okay, respecting each other's culture. So that's very important. So we cannot bring about this global transformation alone. That's why we have to now unite the people of the world. And believe
Yes.
me, I'm doing very well. Okay, and I am in the process of creating very huge network, and as I said before, and by end of this year, we should be able to connect at least 50 to 100 million people all over the world. In another 3 to 5 years, I expect to connect at least half of the world with our GBC network.
That's a great goal. That's a great goal. But again, our efforts begin locally. You see, we always say act locally and think globally. If we do not have a local action, we cannot have any, beginning, any start in the situation. Tell you another example. I was in England when I lived. I was a resident, and the residents don't get much salary, much money when they're training a student. What I used to do was, as a resident, I struck a friendship with my uh, telephone operator, and he was he was such a, gradually, the more we got to know each other, uh, he helped me to buy my first car, and he helped me to teach driving, and he helped me to connect with other people. Even his wife babysat my children sometimes. I didn't have the money to pay for the babysitting even as a student. Uh, but what I did was, I wrote a prescription for him if he needed, or saw any patient family member or his friends or anyone he brought. Uh, Gladly, because it didn't really cost me anything, but all appreciation, and he helped me by helping me with so many things. So it's not always the money which buys everything. It's actually your action, sense of connectedness, and doing little things with each other, and they all grow up into a bigger uh, help for each other. Thank you. So little by little, we all can make a very big difference, no matter where we live. Where we live, it's all everywhere. Something is possible. Another thing is we have to look into the good situation, people's positive points. Like, for example, as a physician, I used to have a team. You work in a team, and I used to ask them, let's identify the uh, assets of this particular patient so that we can build upon their treatment plan upon that. Lots of time people will say, oh, so and so comes from a dysfunctional family. So and so doesn't even know anything, no manners, nothing like that. I said, look, everyone knows that there are liabilities, there are negative things about. But I'm asking you to identify the positive things, and they'll be all quiet. I said, let me give you an example. Uh, that person has eyes, right? He can see. He has ears, he can hear. He has a tongue, that person can talk. That person can walk, and that person can do something like make a cup of tea, for example. Can we use those resources, God given gifts, to help this person feel better? If that person likes to have uh, use his eyes, showing some nice pictures, he can learn to appreciate them. Or with him, look at a few birds. Let's identify the birds and what the birds are doing. Anything which they can do or hear and talk about, when we engage them into some sort of activity which is meaningful for them, and that's the road to connectedness. That one thing leads to another, another, another. But lots of time people are looking at that, I don't have this, or I don't, so and so doing me this. We have to get out of the blame culture. We have to come out of the sitting on the pity pot. We have to do something. Everybody is blessed with something. It's not that they are not. Even if people have lost their legs or eyes or something else is better. Look how many musicians did not have a vision, but their ability to perform, so much better. So if we lose one thing, there are many new doors are opened by the same creator, by the same. So we have to be mindful of what we have instead of what we don't have. And that outlook can help us to bring peace within our own lives and help create peace around us. That's another little thing.
Yes, absolutely right. We focus on that thing which we have.
Mhm.
So these things makes very first we will able to create the inner peace. We will हम इसको in उर्दू में भी say कि we will be the power
Yes,
क्या कहते हैं
you know,
उसको gratitude gratitude.
yes, absolutely. Sense of gratitude is very important. Without gratitude, and that gratitude is not difficult to find. You know how our mothers and sisters and our brothers and siblings and neighbors do things which we just don't even take notice of it. We need to start taking notice of those things more and express our appreciation for them, and also be able to do something in return.
Thank you. Very nicely you explain the things, and what should I say? I am saying that I want my next question is this: okay, how much it is important that we teach these small things to our children, so then we can be
Yes.
produce good humans.
Yes, Fatma ji, with your training as a Montessori school teacher, look how Montessori people help. Instead of looking that people are children are dumb and they don't know anything and all, how they create the creativeness. Hmm? From little things build up their confidence and their awareness and abilities and all. So that's a good example, the field you are in. The same way I mentioned things in my situation. So there are so many things to benefit from each other. The skills of a teacher, for example, lies not to the people teach people who already know, but to able to involve those who do not know. By and we have an example. For example, in the sixth scripture, there's a Baba Farid from the Sufi tradition. His mother wanted her son to become a develop a faith in the Allah. So what she will do is she will put tell him, Farid, if you say your namaz, God will give you something. And she used to put a little shakar under his carpet, prayer mat, and then and he will feel happy after doing his namaz and all that. One day she went away, and she forgot to do that. And that when he looks after his namaz days, not suddenly his eyes brighten up. He said, "How wonderful my mother is! She's been doing this to tempt me positively to do my namaz and be a good person. And now she forgot. What a great lesson for me to learn. Instead of saying, hey, why couldn't I find my shakar over there?" So in our Punjab, we call him uh, Fariduddin Shakarganj from
Yeah,
this story.
yeah, yeah.
So there are many instances like that in our history and our where we can learn lessons from them.
So usually in the underdeveloped country, I don't know the other country, but just usually India and Pakistan, Bangladesh. I don't know about the Bhutan, but so usually people not follow the rules and regulations. So it's also make cause to destroy the peace. So because the situation become very worse if the people are not following the rule and regulation. So how we should do to make the convince the people to follow the rules, and the rules make our life better and better. So how we will be.
That's a great question. Uh, you know, I was as a little kid. Now being a physician, I reflect back. When I was a little kid, I was a hyperactive child. My mother will be astonished how I will hide myself into different places and not be aware and create a panic for her and all that. She used to tell me stories like that. She said, deal with that situation. What I did, my mother said, I will. We were not rich people; we were poor people, and she will collect wood and make fire, and then use half the ashes to clean the used utensils, and the other half she used to spread it on the floor. And she said to engage you so that you won't run around here. She will put alphabet on that and tell me that with your finger, write on that A, B, C, D, like that in the Gurmukhi script. And that's where she taught me numbers. That's where she taught me how to add and subtract and all those things. That was my mother's ingenuity. And uh, that's it. If she hadn't done that, put me on the right track, I don't know what I would have been instead of being a physician. So I pay all my tribute, all my education. The key to that was my mother, my own mother in the household. We handled a ADHD child in her own unique way. So this is how we create situations around us to engage children so that they learn the benefits of um discipline.
Yeah, so parenting is very important, and because of our social problems, you see, we are seeing now more and more of divorce cases, and people, like they're becoming, like parentless. So we need to come up with some system to help all this, like children without parents. Okay, so it is the teachers. Teachers can in the schools can actually fill up that gap and play a very meaningful role to bring up and guide these children. So yeah, and like even for me, my mother died when I was very young, and yeah, and so when I used to be in boarding school. So that at that point of time, we didn't have anybody to like guide us and advise us. So that was a problem. But now we there's technology and the whole world is getting connected, and so we can set up this global network, counseling network, to help like people in the field of counseling, and we can also integrate this counseling network with the education network, and yeah, we can reach out to the children and people from all across the world.
Yes, no, that's a good point. That's good point. These little testimonials in our lives can help a lot for us to develop appreciation for what our ancestors did, and also pass it on to our posterity, our children and grandchildren and neighbors and all. And by following those actions, it's all these are precedents and examples which help us to grow and pass it on to the next generation.
That's great. Zishan Saab is asking ki what is the topic about the conversation. Zishan, the peace conference, this is the peace conference 7 day small action impact of the peace. And we are discussing how we can make our world beautiful place for everyone.
Thank you very much for the invite. And
And I am sharing the link in the comment box. So if anybody want to come, so they can join us and they can share their experience towards to create the peace world for everyone.
yes,
So मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि how we will be educate the people the importance of the law and how much it is beneficial for us if we are for everybody is following and the justice is providing for everyone. So these things make this world beautiful place for everyone, and the common people will get the power.
yes, great.
Yes, yes. Over to you, sir. Then Jackson.
So the sense of empowerment takes place from being feeling the sense of usefulness. Like, for example, when I was in the medical school in Amritsar, when I joined there as a first medical student, a first year medical student, it was the second year medical student who taught me what to do and how to study and all those things. When I became a second year medical student, it was the third year who taught me, and I taught the first year one. And like that, I completed my 5 years there. To So it was the people helping each other. Our professor did the lectures, to the 100 people one time, and the contact with the professors were minimal. Actually, it was the students helping each other, and we became so good friends, lifelong friends, while also learning from each other. That's one example about power to the common people.
Yes. What do you think, Jackson? What do you say? How we can educate the people about the law and the constitutions and how much it helps us to empower the common people?
I couldn't understand your question. Can you please repeat again?
My question is this: कि how we will educate the people to follow the constitutions and the law. It helps us to if the law is empower. If the law, if the people follow the law, so definitely it will help to create the beautiful place or peaceful place.
Yeah, so in order to create a beautiful world, beautiful community whatsoever. Okay, so I think it's more important. Okay, so we are binded together. Okay, the people are can be binded together. We can come together not by certain rules or laws. Okay, by these common feelings and common feelings of compassion, common feelings of love and this thing. So As I said before, we really need to, yeah, educate our children on the basic values of humanity or being a good human being. Okay, so the way forward is we should inculcate or integrate in our education system how we can develop our children to becoming a good human being. Okay, so that's the most important thing. And because of our inactions, because of our carelessness. Okay, so that's why we are having a lot of problems right now, and we have done so many wrong things. Now people are realizing it, and we must correct it. And we should not waste our time. We need to really do it as soon as possible. So that's the most important thing. And as I said, we have to unite ourselves, okay, now, so that we can create a global impact. Yeah.
And yeah, I think I agree with you. And another thing is, Fatmani, what we can do is what is called a role play, a role playing. Like for example, in the classroom or in the neighborhood, one can have a kind of like a little little play type of situation where one person is a police officer, and the other one is a whatever the legal system your system is, and then someone who's committed something, and they arrest and tell them if the person keeps on doing, they arrest them, put them in an artificial jail, and then from there taken to the courthouse. All just like a mock trial and all. All that then enters into the as watching and seeing and acting and participating makes you aware of the what the legal system is, why it is these rules and regulations are there. Uh, that's just one example.
That's amazing. Thank you so much to sharing. So I think we are going to wrap up today sessions, and so last words, we are if we are conclude this, that we need to be connect more and more uh, people for develop the great connection among the people to do the uh, work to create the peace or the uh, better place for this world. So we need to skill ourselves and connect the people and do the dialogues and every topics to it's help us to conflict remove the conflict. So in the last words, if you want to share, and I'm very thankful to you all people. I'm very grateful that you are giving your time for today session. So please kindly, if you want to share the last words, so please. Yes, Jackson, very first you, then the Dr. Sam.
Yeah. So although so many things are happening in this world. Okay, so the good thing is that now many people are becoming conscious. Okay, they're aware of what's happening, and they feel the urgent need to do something for this world, and that is a very good sign. Okay, and as I said, so we should not wait for long, so we need to uh, unite ourselves together. Okay, and on a very urgent basis we need to address all these challenges and problems to create a better world. Okay, so for your kind information and for the kind information of all the viewers, we GVC, we are creating a special wing called Peace and Harmony Club. So we are going to spread this, activities of this club all over the world. So through this special wing of GVC, which is the Peace and Harmony Club, so we will try to, bring about peace all over the world by uniting the people and, speaking and being there as one voice. So that is something that we have already, in the plan. And definitely in the next 3 to 5 years, we are going to, create a better world and give hopes to millions and millions of people who seem to not to have any hope till now. Okay, so yeah, those are some of the things that yeah we have in mind. Thank you so much for having me here.
Well, Padmani, I think first I want to commend you to be a host in this session and bringing about these ideas. Second thing I want to emphasize that our environments make a big difference. Like, for example, when I went to school, on our school walls, on the school classroom, there used to be written, honesty is the best policy, like same way we need to talk about, like, for example, in our scripture Guru Granth Sahib, we have Abbal Allah Noor Paya Kudrat ke sab bande ek noor te sab jag upja kaun pale ko mande. When you read something like that, makes you think what is being said. What does that mean? That nobody is good or bad, we are all equal and all. So that gradually starts those things percolating in our mind and make us think more and more. Like that, if we can make our environments more positive and uh, for our children and for our workplace and all that, that can lead to positive moods and positive thinking.
Wow, that's
Thank you.
amazing. Wonderful, wonderful techniques, wonderful things that if we are putting the good quotes and good words on the, and we are reading and we are try to understand that it's make our mind conceive this message, and then automatically we are going to be accept all these good things. So this is all about the mindset. So
Yes.
great thing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. आज क्या session, today's session is now going to be end, and that it is all about okay, we share the ideas and our actions to how we can be gathered and how we can be create the big impact to make this universe beautiful place for everyone. And definitely, we are all are equal. We never forget that we are human beings and we always behave like a good human being in every situation. So, every
Beautiful.
situation. So that, and to
Thank you.
do respect to each other. So thank you, Jazakallah.
Yeah,
Inshallah,
Thank
the,
you.
the, the TARS conference is in the morning 7 to 9, and in the evening 7 days conference is going on in the daily. Tomorrow morning, then tomorrow evening 6 to 9. Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Thank you. Khuda Hafiz.
okay.
So जनाब हमारा ये हो गया एंड